the art of content creation. Now, I'm going to wait a few minutes for everyone to start coming in, and I will continue. I don't have anybody on just yet, but welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining my live. Today, we're talking about content creation and how to make engaging content that will attract the audience that you want to come to your channel. Because when you're starting off as a content creator, you can have a broad audience, okay? And you want to niche down to the specific people. I mean, if you're doing lifestyle content, obviously you're going to be showing your life. But at the same time, if you're an unknown, it will be harder to attract your audience at first unless you're just really, really good and people really, really like your personality. And you can do it that way. You can put up different videos to see which videos are resonating with your audience the most. But say, for instance, you're a teacher, or perhaps you're a lawyer, or you're a podcaster and you have information that you would like to share with your audience, and you want people to come to your page and to perhaps buy your services that you're offering, a book that you have written, then you want to create content specifically with that audience in mind. For me, right now, I am a mommy content creator as far as YouTube is concerned. I do other content. I'm also an author, and I have another name. I have two different names that I use on social media because, for one, like I said, I am a mommy blogger, and that's more so the content I create for that persona, Charity Howard, is lifestyle content for my life as a mother. I've always wanted to do like a blog that um, was based around my life as a mother, but it just took me a long time to get into it. I had so many dreams, so many aspirations, one of them which was writing a book. So, how I became a content creator, and I guess I was already doing content, but I will say how I really, really started creating content is I wrote a book, Baby Girl the Novel, and what I wanted was to, I guess, what I, attract an audience to read my book. And then Facebook was offering content creators like myself money to create content. So I just started creating content and I just kind of left it off to the side. And one day, one of my pieces of content, it just blew up out of nowhere. So I said, okay, I'm making money doing this. I'm making more money doing this than I am writing books. So I kept pushing out content on Facebook. Then I kind of went to TikTok and I was doing face content as an author. My author name is C. Darrell Howard. I was doing a lot of content on TikTok because of Book Talk and things of that nature. Thank you guys for coming in. I see people coming in and out. Again, my name is Charity Howard, and tonight I'm talking about the art of content creation and just basically how to create content that will attract your audience. I see I have 8 people in here with me now. If you could just go ahead and do me a favor and like the chat. I see one person has liked this so far, and I appreciate you. If I can get some more people, there's 9 of you here. If I can get just 2 of you to like this, I appreciate it. Thanks for sending the hearts. But if you actually just give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. But as I was saying, hi, Madeline. Thank you for coming in to join me tonight. I'm talking about the art of creation and creating an audience that will come to your channel and watch your page. Hi, Zaire. I thank you. Thank you. I like my hair too. This is the first time I've done blonde. I want to go blonder next time, but I have dark roots. So, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you, Zaire. But continuing on, and thanks for that like. Can I get you to like, give me a thumbs up, guys? Everybody that comes in, please. Thank you, Madeline. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Is your mom, since your mom is a fashion designer, Is your mom also into creating content for YouTube or social media in general? Okay. I think that in today's landscape, with us all doing so much, we have so many different things going on in our lives. And right now, content creation is king. All the big brands are doing it, McDonald's, Walmart. I'm also a Walmart influencer, but all the big brands are creating content. They have social media marketing campaigns. We're not really watching TV like we used to. That's awesome, Zaire. And she designs African clothes. That's awesome. I'm following someone on my Instagram page, and she has the most beautiful fabrics. Like every fabric she posts is so beautiful. And I know she's in Nigeria, so I don't know how I would get some of her fabric over here, but I think it's just amazing. I love African things. I used to date an African. But as I was saying, I'll continue on. Thank you for coming in, Zaire. God bless you too. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Um, as I was saying, content is king, and everybody has a social media campaign of some sort, or everybody's on social media from little children. You have moms letting their children watch, like, what's her name, Rachel, or Coco Melon, or different things like that. I don't have toddlers anymore, but I have a granddaughter, Dreamy, and she likes watching shows like that. So there's an avenue for everybody who wants to be on YouTube or who wants to be on social media to have a space. You just have to carve out your lane that works for you. Be yourself and just stick with it. Because if you're trying to be someone else, you won't really get the audience that you want. Say, for instance, I'm an author and also a mommy blogger. And it's hard, but I try to stay in my lane. I try to stay right there where my audience is, because if I try to do what somebody else is doing, then it doesn't benefit me in the long run, because now I got to keep pretending that I'm somebody else and I'm attracting an audience that I don't really want for my page. I don't mind who comes to watch my page, but obviously, as an author, if I want to make content for readers, and I want readers who want to buy my book to come to my page. And not just readers, but specific readers who like the types of books that I write, which is African American literature. Same thing as a mommy blogger. Obviously, I want to attract moms and dads who may want parenting tips and recipe ideals, and who want to know the best places to go shop. And I want them to come on my page as well, because I'm a parent and I want people. I see I got 5 people in here now. I see I got 5 likes. Thank you for coming in and liking. What's up, Open Book? Thanks for joining. Tonight I'm talking about content creation, actually the art of content creation, and how to make content that will attract the audience that you want. So, as I was saying, um, because I'm a mommy blogger and also an author, I want to attract an audience that wants to see me out shopping, wants to see me talk about writing my books. And I have 2 different online personas. I have Charity Howard as a mom, and I also have Cedaro Howard, which is the pen name that I write books under. Now, why do I call content creation an art? Because content is the canvas in your life, or your niche or your specific agenda is the brush that you paint with. You want to create content that is engaging, that's entertaining, that's inspiring. You want to create content that is going to emote something in your audience. You want them to feel something, whether it be angry. I know some people like to rage bait. I try to stay away from that, but sometimes I troll. I do troll. We all do sometimes. I know we do. But sometimes you just want to get that algorithm going. You want to get your content out there. So you create content that you know will cause people to laugh, that will entertain them, that will cause people to feel inspired. And I find that content that causes people to feel something is typically the content that will get you in the algorithm, that will get people to follow you if you can make them feel something. I don't care even if it's disgust, because they'll follow you just because they want to hate on you. Um, Usually, if people just like you or like what you put out there, they may come and they may go, but they might just watch whatever you have for a few minutes, or they may like it and they may go on about their business. But when you can get somebody to feel something, right, open book, if you can get somebody to feel something, then they're going to stick around. And that's what the art of content creation is. It's just like a painter um, creating an artwork, or like myself, an author creating a book. When someone picks up a C. Darrell Howard book, I want them to feel something, and I intentionally write things that can create a what's the word, a conflict within someone. I want them to change something about themselves, or think about a situation a different way than perhaps how they have been previously thinking of it. And I also want to entertain them. I want my readers to walk away feeling like, wow, I didn't expect that. The worst thing I want to hear as an author is that was predictable. I want to shock my readers. I want them to feel inspired. I want them to feel a myriad of emotions when they read my books. And that's what I hope I did. Well, I know I did that with my first book, Baby Girl the Novel, because I had lots of readers requesting that I write, that I make it a series. And I never intended to make my first book a series. It was supposed to be just one book, a standalone. At the time I wrote the book, I didn't even know what a standalone or a series was, honestly, because I've always been an avid reader and I always knew I wanted to write a book, but I had been so far removed from books and writing and all those things because I was a mom, I was working, I was done with college and all of that. So, yeah. But at any rate, when I created Baby Girl the Novel, I did so with the intention of that being the one and only book. But I think I did a good job, even with typos, even with poor editing, because I was a starving author and I just wanted my book out there. And one day I'm going to go back and I'm going to clean up my book because it was my first offering. And I think that I did a great job. I know I did. I got lots of good feedback and I sold thousands of books, thousands upon thousands of Baby Girl. So I know I did an excellent job on that book. However, it did have typos and it did have some mistakes. I think one of my characters, I switched her name at the end and I see that review and I'm like, oh my God, Charity, just go back and edit it. And I'm going to do that probably because I have an idea for a new book. So I'm going to go back and change that. But that's another thing which brings me to editing. That's another piece of the pie when you're creating content. You want to take your time to edit. And some people, they'll post their rough drafts. They'll post their bloopers. And that can, I mean, sometimes that can work. But whatever you're offering to the public, you want to be sure that that's something that you want everybody to see, because once it's out there, it is out there. Okay. And you only get one chance to make a first impression. So make sure that when you're creating content, and it's easy to do, maybe perhaps one day I'll do a video on how to edit your content. It's fairly easy. I edit most of my videos on my phone. I have a couple of different apps that I use. Mostly I use Instagram's app. I'll use my phone's editing app. I'll use TikTok's app. And I'll also use like Canva. Sometimes. I used to use Canva a lot in my first videos, but not so much now. Hey everybody, I want to just stop again and thank you all for joining. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and do me a solid and hit the like button just to help your girl out. hopefully I'm giving you some good information that you do like, that you want to stick around and listen to. Um, right now, I'm just basically using my phone to, and I thought about getting a camera, but for me, I need something simple, something that I don't have to. I already have my phone with me, and my phone works in my mind. My kids keep saying, "Mom," because I'm an Android girl. I love my Samsung products ever since they came out with a smartphone. I've always had a Droid. I had the Motorola Droid, and then I went over to Samsung, and I like my Samsung phone. So whatever. Right now, I have like the Z Flip, and I think it does pretty good. But my kids say, "Oh, Mom, you should use a an iPhone." Perhaps one day I will. I don't know. But I'm recording all my content with my Samsung, and I do all my editing right on my phone. I have my laptop. If I need to do something else, like with Canva, I do. Um, but yes, what I do is generally I record from my phone, and then when I want to upload it to any other platform, then I just use that main uh, recording that I did on my phone, because apps really don't like you. Like if you're, say if I created a piece of content on, I know they have Open Book. Do you use other programs besides Canva? I know that they have InShot, and I know Instagram came up with something, but I know a lot of people like to use CapCut. I have never really used CapCut, and like I said, I'm mostly using my phone's editor. I have a really good editor on my phone. I'm also using, I have a studio on my phone that I use. And then there's another video editor. I'm not sure of the name. Later on, I can put the name of the editor in the chat um, after the live. I'll put that in the chat. So, but that's the main editor that I use. If I'm not using the editor on my phone or the studio on my phone, what I use the other editor for, the video editor for, and you can probably just download it off. It's free. You if you want to use it without ads, then you have to pay for it, but it's free. And I use it to do voiceovers, and sometimes I use a filter, but if I want to do like a attach a song, a backtrack to my video, then I download it from there as well. When I use the ones on Canva, I always got an alert that I was what is it called? Copyright alert. But when I use the editor that I'm using now, I never got a copyright alert from the sounds that I use from there. And like I said, it's free. Sometimes you have to watch a little ad, but if you don't want to watch the ads, you can pay for it. And I thought about paying for it because I do use it a lot, so why not pay them for it? And yeah, but outside of that, where was I? Because I get to talking, guys, and I forget. I forget. But you want to make sure that you do a good job of editing. You want to make sure that when you edit, that you clean up any mistakes that you may have made, or that you're making sure that when you deliver it to your audience, that it's somewhat professional. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to just have a lot of bells and whistles. As a matter of fact, I'm finding that people that audiences just like you to be a straight shooter. They want to see whatever you have, and they want to know, okay, if I decide to be a content creator, or if I want to do that, I can do it too. If I want to go on vacation, I'm able to obtain that. If I want to shop for new furniture, then I can just go into the store. If you want to just keep it simple, you don't want to make life look too hard for the everyday person. I don't care which type of audience you have. You want to make sure that you come across as like their friend, somebody that, hey, I can call up and say, hey, you know what? I saw that you cook such and such. Um, do you have a recipe for that? Can I get the recipe for that? That looked really good on your page. They want to feel like that, except without the call. They can just push play, and they can get that recipe from you. They can push play and they can find out which store. You're not gatekeeping. You're not making it hard for them to go to the same store that you went to, get the same deal that you got, or find it like, say for instance, I belong to different groups. Like for Target, I belong to different groups from Walmart, for Dollar Tree. As a mommy blogger, I need that information, and I need to know that if I want those particular items, I can go to my local stores and buy the same thing. Or I could share that information with my audience. Hey, they have this item at Walmart this week. Like, for instance, if they have some new shoes that I know uh, toddler moms would like for their shoes, I'll take pictures of that. I'll show the price of it. I had to get better at doing that because I didn't always show the prices. But people want to see the price. They want to see what sizes it comes in. They want to see how it looks. So you have to be mindful of that when you're editing. Like I said, you want to paint a picture that people can relate to, that people know is informative, that when they come to your page, hey Pamela, thank you for joining. Um, People want to, your audience wants to know that they can trust you. If your page is if your page is about skits, they want to know that they can come to your page and get entertained. They don't want to come on there and see you crying. They don't really want to come on there and see you doing different content. On my page, you're going to see shopping, and for some reason, everybody thinks I'm the guru, the Walmart creator guru. So you're going to see content about the Walmart creator program. You're going to see Dollar Tree content. You're going to see specific content because after doing this for almost 2 years, I see that my audience likes that content from me. So you're going to see me shopping. You're going to see, and especially at Dollar Tree and Walmart, um, because that's the content that I have built my channel around. So whatever you're building your channel around, and you can change, you can have more than one channel. So don't think, oh, I have to stick to this the whole time that I'm on YouTube, or if I have this page, I have to stick to that. No, I have lots of pages. I have a million pages, a million groups on Facebook. And maybe next week I'll talk about Facebook groups. I know I'm already going to talk about why you should start your Facebook groups if you haven't already done so. So I have a lot of information about that. That's a game. Facebook groups are a game changer for content creators and for social media influencers, because it's like you have an audience specifically for what you're selling, who are there to be a part of, who are a whole collective that you can sell to, that you can market to, that you can share all your content to, and it's all yours. Nobody can tell you what to do with it. Facebook doesn't really restrict you on that. Maybe they will, they don't want, of course, it's not your platform. So, of course, you have to abide by some rules. But once you know those rules and you build your group up, but yeah, I'll get to that next week. So, yeah, keep that in mind that next week we'll be talking about Facebook groups and why you definitely need to make sure you have your Facebook group if you don't already have one. And if you do have one, I'll be telling you how to build up your Facebook group, because I've already had one that's going pretty well, and I have one that is really small that I just started a few weeks ago and is coming along slowly. But because I've done this before, because I built pages on Facebook before, because I have groups on Facebook, I know how to get that slow burn going and then get that sweet spot. And then all of a sudden the group or the page is running. Well, the groups run themselves. If you're good at creating those groups, then the groups should run themselves and you're just there monitoring it. And like I said, it's an avenue for you to push your content and sell your products and services. So if you don't have a Facebook group and you want to create a Facebook group, or you do have one and you're finding it challenging to grow it, please join me next week when I discuss that. But back to the art of content creation. And you guys are pretty quiet. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Please put them in the chat and I will answer everybody as I'm able to do so. But yeah, so we went over uh, content, and for your niche audience, we went over editing. And now what we're going to go over is content for different platforms, because every platform has a different con- piece of content, or shall I say, they have different varieties of content that audiences like to see. Like, say, for instance, if you're on TikTok, most of the audience likes to just scroll and scroll. And then you have some people that have a wider audience and they're able to go live because they built their audiences up. Or you have some audiences, some creators who have audiences that just want to hear them talk and talk about their life, or they want to see the behind the scenes of their life. And if you get to that point, then you built a good base. But for the most part, TikTok is just like a quick shot, and you see other platforms are trying to get to that happy medium where they can get that. On YouTube, most of the YouTube audience likes to be informed because Google is a search engine, and so is YouTube. Excuse me. A lot of people come on YouTube to be entertained, but just as many come on here to get information. How do you fix your toilet? How do you cook? How do you bake a cake? How do you make lasagna? And those are the type of posts that you really want to make on YouTube. You want to make evergreen content that people will forever and a day want to access on your page. You can write all the other fun stuff while you're building your audience. You want to have things that will have people constantly coming back to your page, because you can gain new audiences, but if somebody doesn't follow you, you still want them to be able to get to your page. And how do they get that? By searching up how to's, by searching uh, questions up, such as perhaps people want to know what's in season for spring fashion, or people want to know what's at Dollar Tree for Easter. So you go on Dollar Tree and you do a video, and that might work for Easter, but then after that, nobody's looking at that video anymore. So you got to have videos that people constantly want to come to. And that's why I have the Walmart Creator Program videos, because I can do a video today, and next year, as people are searching up the Walmart Creator Program, they're going to see my video, because my video is pretty high up in the Google algorithm and on the YouTube algorithm. So I have a lot of people who come to my page for that reason. I actually have a lot of followers who followed me because of the Walmart Creator Program. So yeah, we went over quite a few things, and I want to thank you all for joining. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat. And let's see, what else did I forget to talk about as far as the art of creating? Okay, so now, if you don't have any questions about content creation, I'm going to move on staying motivated, which is, for me, and although I've been doing this for a few years, I want to say that I've been an author going on 6 years. This is my 6th year anniversary as an author. And what has it been? 3 years as a content creator. Okay. And the hardest thing for me has been the most difficult thing for me is to stay motivated. I'm going to be honest about that, because sometimes you do get low views, or sometimes you're not making the kind of money that you want to make. And what I've always found that is, just when I want to give up, I'll go viral. I've been viral several times. Hashtags, I think hashtags work. I do a little of both. I do I do hashtags on, I haven't been using hashtags on TikTok as much because I find that once you start using hashtag, then you don't get the broad audience that you want. And I'm still building my TikTok page. I had a I had a TikTok page, but I kind of abandoned it because I got stuck at 1 to 200 followers. Because, like I said, I when I started content creation, I was building an audience around the book that I published. So I was paying for ads, and once I start paying for ads, at that point, and that's something that you have to decide within yourself if you want to pay for ads. I don't recommend it while you're building your channel because once you start paying for ads, then you're going to always have to pay for ads to get people to come to your page. That's just the way the algorithm is going to do. They're going to see, these platforms will see, okay, they'll pay for it. So that's what you'll always do. So my first TikTok page, I did use hashtags and I did pay for ads, and I always got stuck at, I was getting as low as 100 views. And on my new page, I don't have a lot of followers, but I get a lot of viewers, and I don't use hashtags. On, like for instance, this live, I have hashtags. And that's because on YouTube, like I said, it's a search engine. YouTube, a lot of people probably look at it as a way to view content, but it's more so of a search engine. And people come on here and go to the search button. I don't know if you do this or not, but when I go to YouTube, if I'm going to watch something, I typically use the search button most of the time, unless my home page is already filled with things that I want to see. And of course, you're going to have your algorithm based on the things that you like. So I might go through the algorithm, but most of the time I'm going to use a search engine. So it's good to use hashtags so that your content can get placed where you want it to be in people. Okay, yeah, right. So you see what I'm saying, Pamela. So you want to make sure that you have hashtags and definitely the tags. I use both, but um, what I'm trying to focus on now, more so than hashtag, is my descriptions. I try to make sure I put keywords. Like for instance, I use hashtags in this live, but I posted I put content creation in my title, content creation in my description, so that when the algorithm is scanning your content or scanning your page, they know who to send your content to. So focus, and this is what the YouTube gurus say, is to focus on SEO. Your title, your thumbnails, and your descriptions. Make sure that you have the keywords in there to attract the audience that you want to see your page or to see your content. So that's what I focus on, SEO now. And that's across the board on Facebook, wherever. I use, I do about 50-50. Sometimes I want to see sometimes I'm seeing that my hashtags aren't really working. And sometimes I'm seeing that I get a lot of, just for me, it just depends on how original I am. I see that my original content just does better. And on YouTube, obviously, most of my content is original, so you have no other choice but to be original on YouTube. But um, I try to just stay in my niche. I try to stay in the mommy blogger arena so that my subscribers will know to come to my page for a specific thing. So I hope I answered your question. But like I was saying, staying motivated can be one of the most difficult things to do as a content creator because sometimes you won't get the response that you're looking for, or sometimes the money you're making will be, you're welcome, Pamela. Sometimes the money that you're making will be low, so low that you're like, is it even worth it? But then if you keep going and you stay consistent, and even when you're not getting views, even when you're not getting the response you want, if you keep going, then you're going to get that one piece of content that's going to uh, send you viral, and that's going to make you a lot of money. You're going to be like, shh, I can't believe I made this much money for like 5 minutes of work for just doing something that I enjoy doing, uploading it and making it available to an audience. You're going to say to yourself, wow, I really made that much money. Like I made thousands of dollars for really, and you're going to feel like you did nothing. But keep in mind, you have to build that up. It's a build up, it's an art. You have to keep creating content and pushing content. And then one day, after you build it up and the algorithm has you out there and people see your face more than once, and then they say, oh, that's Charity. I like her content, and they're liking it and they're coming to your page. Then next thing you know, they're sharing it to their friends. Have you heard of Charity Howard on YouTube? I love her content. She makes the best food content, or she makes the best shopping videos, and I love her personality. Just keep building that content. Just keep staying consistent. And then YouTube is going to reward you for that. Facebook will reward you for that, for staying consistent and constantly providing content. And before you know it, boom. And you have to be ready for that. Make sure if you're selling something that your bio is complete. Make sure that you have all of your information there so that if you go viral, the audience can see, oh, okay, I want to know more about them. What else do they have? I see that they're on YouTube. I see that they're on Facebook, but where else are they? They can go right to, and I have a link tree. I have a link tree with all my social media icons, with my affiliate links, with some of the products that I show in my videos. It's all in my link tree. So if people go to my bio and click my link tree, they say, oh, she's an author too. Let me go see about her books. Oh, she has her own website. Let me see what she has over there. So make sure you stay ready. It's an art to this thing. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's what it's all about. When you're on these platforms, yes, you want to create content. Yes, you want your audience to see it. But remember, you're also there. I hope anybody that's watching this is here because they want to not only learn how to create content, engage in content, not only learn how to stay motivated, but also how to get to that bag. That's why I'm here. That's not mistaken. I like doing content creation, but I'm here to make money. I'm here to sell books. I have a family to support. I'm not here for fame. I'm not here for even fortune. I just would like a little piece of the pie. I don't have to have a big bag, or I don't have to have millions, but I want something. I'm here to get something. So if you're here to get something, then make sure you're ready and you're prepared. Make sure that you have your links in your description. If you're an affiliate marketer, make sure, don't be shy, because Pepsi and McDonald's is not shy. They want to sell something to you, and they're going to show you how to do that. So make sure that your audience knows where to go buy the stuff at. Pin those links in your description. Pin them in the comments so that they don't have to look all around. Okay, what else are there? It's right here. Here's my link tree right here on my profile of every platform. I know some platforms you have to have a certain amount of followers before you can add your link, but everywhere you can, let people know, hey, at the end of a video, follow my YouTube. Place certain place that at the end of your videos. If you want more information, you can go to my website, blah, blah, blah. Now, when you do that, sometimes your content or your distribution will slow down. So you have to be very smart about how you promote yourself on these platforms, because they want people to pay them to do that. So you have to have a very large audience that want to hear you go live, or that wants to watch your content, and that will read your description so that they can see. But you don't want to take the chance that, oh, nobody's watching my content like that. Nobody's checking my description. They are. I found that out the hard way. I had got a little disenchanted, a little disillusioned, and I said, I'm done. I have a video about this. It's about me quitting the Walmart the Walmart Creator Program, because I felt like I wasn't making money. So I wanted to put my efforts elsewhere. And I think it was last summer, and I kind of slowed down. Well, because of I had made content before, and I had did a tutorial before, And I had did Dollar Tree videos before. I had uh, a Dollar Tree video that did a few thousand in views, and next thing I know, I go to check my bank account and I'm getting all these uh, deposits from the Walmart Creator Program. And I'm like, what? I had to research, who is this? Where is this money coming from? Then I knew, I said, wait a minute, this has to be the Walmart Creator Program. And I went, I did my research, and it was. And mind you, I hadn't been doing any Walmart content in like a few months, but from previously, um, I had some views. And was doing new content even. I wasn't even doing Walmart content. And that's why I said you have to think outside the box. I was doing Dollar Tree content and placing my Walmart links in my Dollar Tree content. That helped me, okay, that helped me to make that money without me even having any knowledge of it or even trying to. So that's why I say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Put your content out there. Put your link, apply for the Target Creator Program, the Walmart Creator Program, the Amazon Creator Program. Apply to all of them. Some may say no, all of them may say yes. You don't know. If you have products you want to sell, make sure you have a link tree. At least, if you don't have a website, at least have a link tree so that your customers can know how to contact you. How do I buy a book from them? How do I buy a t-shirt from them? If you're on Printify, or if you're on one of those different sites where you can make your content or make your merch. Make sure your content is being used correctly, because you don't have to be monetized by a platform to get paid. You don't have to wait until you have the 4,000 hours of watch time or the 1,000 uh, subscribers. You can sponsor yourself from day one, because you can have a short. You don't know what will go viral. But if you start out building your page the correct way, making sure all of your information is there, you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, thank you all. I see I have two people in here. Thank you for sticking with me. I don't know how long you've been in here. I said I was going to try to do an hour tonight. So if you haven't already gave me a thumbs up, I see 7 people have like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is really like my third live that I've done, and I'm getting better at it. Um, I forget to tell people to ask me questions in the chat. We're talking about the art of content creation and staying motivated to do this content creation thing. You have to just be disciplined and live life. You have to live life. Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate that. That's really it. Stay consistent, live your life, because you're not going to be able to create content if you're not out enjoying life and living life and doing things. If you're a cook, you have to create recipes. You have to get in the kitchen to cook so you can post content. If you're an author, you have to write books so that you can present them to your audience, to sell them to your audience. If you don't have books for sale, if you wrote that one book like me, I haven't written a book in shoot, almost 3 years. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I already start sketching it out, plotting out everything. So you guys will be hearing me talk about that on here too, or on my other platforms if you're following me there. But you have to create content. And how do you create content? You live. You do the things that people are coming to your page for. It's not just going to fall in your lap. You have to actually get up, get out of bed, get dressed to do your get ready with me's, do your makeup, or else you won't have content. And it's very easy, but it's very exhausting, because sometimes you just don't want to pull that camera out. And sometimes you overthink it, because really it's quite simple. It's the easiest things that you do, the things that require the smallest amount of work, like making your coffee. People just want to see you doing mundane things. It's really like today I was at my mom's. My mom, um, hi mom, if you're watching, she'll watch this at some point. But my mom is kind of how I got into content creation on YouTube or became a YouTuber because I didn't want to be on YouTube, quite honestly. I don't even know why I'm really on YouTube. But my mom has been telling me the whole time, make these videos, make this kind of videos. And that's how I started going to Dollar Tree. I'm like, Mom, I don't shop at Dollar Tree. Like I've never stepped, I honestly had never stepped foot in a Dollar Tree until I came on YouTube. I was like, what would I be going to Dollar Tree for, a girl? You crazy. But she was like, no, people want to see Dollar Tree. And I'm thinking it's so low brow, $1. Like what? And I'm just starting to find things. And then I realized I can take my kids to Dollar Tree. I can get them a dub and let them ball out in Dollar Tree. And then I found some products that I liked in Dollar Tree. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm asleep on Dollar Tree. But like I said, you got to live and you got to get out there and you got to explore and you got to create content around your life. Thank you guys for watching. Just stay motivated. It's not always easy. You're going to want to give up. You're going to be tired some days. Some days you're not going to want to turn on that camera. Some days you're going to be like, you know what, I want to keep this private, and you can do that. Bake your content, bank it on the week. Pick one day and create content all that day. Then that way you have lots of content. I went to the Broad Museum last week and I really wanted to go there. And you know what? I got to go back because I spent most of my time at the Broad Museum uh, recording and taking pictures for you all. I was so excited about it. Like I can create all this good content. I couldn't leave. You don't want to leave anything to waste. Oh, and I was talking about the coffee. See how I get to talking, y'all. I got to keep me on task. But people, my mom was telling me how people want to see you do everyday, ordinary things. And that's how I became a YouTuber, and that's how I started doing Dollar Tree. But today I was visiting my mother, and my mother's watching this lady, and she's making some type of tuna. And I'm seeing her adding on. I'm like, Mom, if this lady adds that tuna to those mashed potatoes, I'm leaving. And that lady did that. She had mashed potatoes with carrots. And here we are watching her. And it's like a little music playing in the background, but she's mostly just chopping. And I tell my mom right away, I'm like, this is mostly ASMR. And it was really produced well. It was uh, good camera angles. It looked like it was being professionally done. But I knew that it was more than about the food. I knew that it was about an audience that she wanted to watch and to be soothed. A lot of people want to be soothed on here. Some people don't have friends. You know, we are so antisocial in this day in life, and people want somebody they can connect with, someone that they can watch. And when they watch them, I know Tiana Bathurst. I don't even know how I came across her page. I don't even know how she got in my algorithm, but one day she did. And I like her voice. I like the way she does her voiceovers, and I love watching her videos. And um, I'm not typically one to watch another mom creator, especially just shopping and getting their kids dressed. My kids are teenagers now. She has little kids. And I'm a single mom, and she has, I think she has a husband. So we don't, and she's younger, way younger than me, like 20 something. I think she said 26, something like that. So we don't have a lot in common, but I think she just has the sweetest page. And, you know, so I watch her. So keep that in mind too, that people are seeking connections with you as a content creator, and they don't want to just feel like they're being sold to. They don't want to feel like you're trying to be over the top. Just be natural. Just be yourself. Show your personality. Give people a reason to want to stick around and watch your content, and not only that, to want to come back and watch you again. And not only that, to want to tell people about you. That's the whole point of it all. But yeah, we're almost at that hour, guys. I am sleepy. I am tired. Bear with me. But it's been a long day of making content. Most days I'm tired because I've been making content all day. I've been out living my life. Um, And you don't have to share everything that you don't want to share. If you don't want to share something, don't share it. You get to decide what you share and will not share. Some people share way too much, like I could never. And not because um, I feel any way other than that. Some certain things I want to keep private. If somebody, but I'm getting more and more confident and less inhibited about my life. Like I shared that I have COPD on here. I shared that I have anxiety on here. And for me, that's how I build connections and that's how I connected to other content creators. Just knowing that, wait a minute, we all are dealing with something. We all have something going on in our lives, and nobody has a perfect life. So I hope that this was informative. If you weren't sure about making content, before doing my first live on YouTube, Pamela asked how many subscribers did I have before doing my first live. I did my first live on here maybe almost 2 years ago, but it's private. So nobody really saw it. Nobody really came on. But my first live now on YouTube was about 3 weeks ago. I've been trying to do a live every week, every Monday, and I didn't do it yesterday because I wasn't feeling well because of my COPD. And hey, entertainment, you love, you missed it, girl. I've been talking about the art of content creation. I've been talking about how to stay motivated as a content creator when your money is funny and when nobody's watching. So I think I dropped a lot of jewels in here. And thank you for dropping by, Entertainment You Love. Are you going live tonight? Because, girl, it's crazy in these YouTube streets. I know you're going live tonight, Entertainment You Love. Um, that's my girl. She's very supportive. And that's another thing. Make sure that you're building connections on YouTube. And yeah, I've been almost on here an hour. This is my third week of doing it. I got to give props to Entertainment You Love because I was watching her channel and she was talking about doing lives. And so I said, well, let me start doing lives so I can get my channel built up. And you know what? Entertainment You Love, I'm getting more views on my on all my content. What time are you going live? Because I want to see what you're talking about tonight. Last night, I thought your live, I didn't really participate on your live last night, but I was watching you. I was watching you last night, and I thought you were like very entertaining. So yeah, so yes, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you need more help with creating content or you need a mentor, I'm going to also go ahead and drop my information in the description box. I should have did that already. Uh, but like I said, I haven't been going live a lot. And even though I'm on YouTube, I'm on other platforms too. I'm on Facebook. You can check my links in the description. I think I have my link tree in the description as well. So even though you might not see me on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Lemonade. Your girl has groups. Your girl is doing the most all over Facebook because, like I said, I'm here to make money. I like content creation, it's fun, but at heart, I'm an author. So since I went to see that Jean-Michel Basquiat uh, exhibit last week, I got re-inspired. And I am ready to write my next book. So I want to get everything to the point where my groups are running themselves, where my content, I'm not having to be on YouTube as much. I can just do a shopping video once a week. I can do a live once a week. That's when you really know that you are where you want to be, where you don't have to be on YouTube so much, where you can do the other things that you want to do that also bring you joy, that also make you money. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to make money. If you're watching this live, I know it's because you don't just want to come on YouTube and be a content creator just for the heck of it. And even if you do, even if that's why you're here, oh, I just want to share my life. Oh, I just want to show my journey for other people like me. Listen, Google is making their money. They're making money off the content that you put on here, even if you're not making money. They're making money. So why wouldn't you want what's due to you? You do want your money. And if you make enough money, you might be able to quit your job, or you might be able to invest in something else that you enjoy doing, or you might be able to invest in more camera equipment, more lighting, or whatever it is that you need. So make sure that you're getting paid in some way, shape, or form from your content creation. Even if it's not from YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, sponsor yourself. Add your affiliate links, sell your products, sell your services. Again, my services will be, and I don't know why I didn't already have that in the description. That's a rookie mistake, but it will be in there. So if you would like my help as a mentor in showing you how I create content, how the strategies I use to make money. And when I say money, I mean 5 figures a month, even as a small creator, even with a little rinky dink 2,000 followers, I still make bread. Thank you guys for watching. Until next week, remember next week we'll be discussing Facebook groups. So Entertainment You, make sure you join. And I don't know if you have a Facebook group. If you don't, you need one. That's another way that you can make a lot of money and get your content directly to the niche that you want to target. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed rest of your week.